I made $7,000 in just 6 weeks by uploading books to the Amazon KDP without any formal writing experience. You can do the same too. Wait, does that sound familiar? Hello there, Emmanuel here. So today I'll be answering a question which a lot of my subscribers asked me via WhatsApp and via my comment section here on YouTube about this Amazon KDP course that is trending in Nigeria, or about these courses that are trending in Nigeria. So I know it's the buzz of the moment and a lot of you don't want to miss out, so I'm decided to make this video to help you review how practical the course is, and I'm going to allow you make a decision by yourself. Okay, so we'll be answering questions like, is it legit, is it worth your money, what's inside. I'm not going to be revealing the course content of any creator, that's illegal. What I will do rather is to help you review the course and allow you decide whether you are going to buy it or not. So before I proceed, here's a soft disclaimer for you. The purpose of this video is to educate and not to influence your decision to buy or not to buy any course. The video is not targeted at any specific author, any specific business, any specific person. It's only a guide intended to help my subscribers, those who have asked me the question, make more informed decisions. I am not a certified financial advisor. If you need good financial advice, please seek the services of a qualified financial advisor. You are fully responsible for whatever action you take based on the content of this video. So if you are still okay with watching the video, let's proceed. So first of all, let's know what this KDP is all about. Amazon KDP. Well, KDP, as you can see on your screen, stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. So it's all about Amazon's self-publishing platform that allows authors rather, to sell their books to Amazon. Amazon has a massive audience, so without the hassle of you going through the traditional publishing process of printing a book and then distributing it worldwide, all you have to do is upload the soft copy of your book, and then you set a price, and you can earn as much as 70% of the price you set. That is, if you set a book for sale at $100 and then it is sold at $70, I'll take that again. If you set a book for $100 and it is sold, you can get as much as $70, and then Amazon takes $30 to handle the printing and the shipping, and then they also take a cut for themselves. So that's how it works. Just like the time of NFT, this course is also trending. I remember there was a time that a viral post came in Nigeria, about a youth couple who was also a photographer. He took a photo of a man who happens to be a drummer, and he uploaded it on OpenSea, a platform where NFTs are being sold, and he sold it for over 600,000 naira or up to 600,000 naira. And then everyone was asking, what is NFT? I want to get into it. And some of you probably watching this video now bought a course on NFT, and I don't know, probably some of you have not finished that course, or you give up on the course. So are you going to allow something similar or something like that to happen to you again here? Well, the truth is that some persons actually tries to get into NFT by seeing the results from people just like this results here, without having knowledge of NFT, without having crypto background, without being graphic designers, without being animators, without being photographers. So what do you have to offer to NFT? You soon realize that you need to have some other skills before you can go into it. So same thing, something similar is about to happen in this Amazon KDP. So I'm going to share with you my own experience. Before now, I used to be a victim of that. Any course I see where people are making money, because I was still trying to figure out what to do online, any course I see, I usually buy the course. Like, I've spent lots of money. I can't even mention how much I've spent buying courses. Okay, but at the end of the day, after buying the course, sometimes I would discover that the course was just overhyped, or the marketing was deceptive, and sometimes it's also my fault. After buying the course, I do not make out time to apply what I've learned, probably because I was only interested in making the money that was mentioned in the advert of the course. So I'm going to share with you 4 questions I've developed over time that I usually ask myself before buying a course, and they have been very helpful to me, and it has helped me to stop spending money unnecessarily on courses. So the first question is, do I know what this course will require of me? The time, the money, and otherwise. You need to look beyond the price that the author is offering you the course. Okay, you need to look beyond the price that the course is being sold. Now, concerning this course, let's apply this question now to this Amazon KDP course. You need to settle down and think carefully what you want to write in your book. That will take you time. With my first-hand experience, working part-time with a publishing and journalism company, I've seen my colleagues there who are authors. Sometimes they spend 3 months, they spend 6 months, sometimes over 1 year to prepare one book, because you have to put your thoughts together. You need to gather inspiration as you go about your life naturally. It's not something you rush because of money. Okay, otherwise you may not have the proper ideas in the right place. If they spend that much time creating book or a local content, how about a content that you are creating for a global audience? Well, I'm not saying you cannot spend less time on a book. Some persons can actually spend 1 month or less, depending on the kind of book you are creating. But we have to admit, most of the best-selling books, they are not actually very short books, so to say. Some persons are also mentioning low content books. They said we have journals, we have notebooks, we have coloring books, and all of that. The question is, are you a graphic designer? Who is going to design that book for you? So another thing you should consider about the resources is, do you have a laptop? We know that a book contains text, and text is text. Whether you write it on your phone or you write it on a laptop, it's still the same. But the truth is that is your phone going to be very convenient for you to create a book that is going to be up to like 50 or 100 pages? What about the formatting? Will you be able to format your book, do your margins and everything using your phone? What about creating of your covers? Well, let's be honest, for someone who's really determined, like I said, someone who is really determined, you can go the extra mile and use your phone to achieve this, but it's not going to be as easy and smooth as someone who is using a computer for it. Well, what about your covers? Even if you have a laptop already, are you a graphic designer? Who will design your covers for you? Without a cover, a good cover, not just a cover, you would not be able to make sales, especially as a beginner with no previous data like good reviews or former sales record. How do you make sales without good covers, without proper formatting, and you are stepping out to compete with a global market? You have to take note of this. So if you do not have graphic designing skills, you do not have the proper resources like a good computer, or if you can use the phone, well, that's fine. And if you do not know how to write, now knowing how to write does not mean being literate. Knowing how to read and write, everybody can read and write, but are you a writer? Do you know how to communicate your thoughts in a way that will keep the person who is reading engaged? We enable the person who is reading to be able to visualize what he or she is reading. Are you a writer? That's the question you should ask yourself. So if you've not gone into writing before, you've not written any particular piece, it may not be very easy for you, and you are competing. Take note, you are competing. You are not just writing for writing's sake, you are competing with a global market. So how do you stand out with that kind of competition if you have no writing skills? So you should ask yourself these questions and look beyond the direct cost of the course. You understand? So these are things that you want to consider before buying the course. That question is a personal question for you to answer. And then the last option you have, if you do not have any of these skills, you would have to pay someone to do them for you. Now let's calculate. You pay someone to write, someone to format, someone to design your cover for you, and then someone to, okay, let's say that's what you have to pay for, right? So how much would it cost you? As a beginner, your books will be listed for $2 to $10. Okay, unless you want to skip that beginner process, but Amazon would always recommend you to start with $2 to $10. There's a price range. There are different categories of books, and going by this, let's say you spent money paying someone to write for you, paying someone to format, and someone to design, how many sales would you have to make to recover the investment you made into creating the book before you start making profits? You have to consider that first. Okay, so I still have 3 more questions, but the 4th one in particular is very, very important. You see that 4th one, no one should miss it. You can use the video chapters. There are chapters in this video. You can use it to navigate. So like I said, you can use the video sections or chapters to navigate to any section you want to watch first. So the second question I would ask myself is, can I get this information for free? I do not mean trying to hack into or trying to get someone's course content illegally. That's not what I mean. I mean, let's say you want to take a course on programming. I would ask myself, can I learn about programming for free from somewhere else? That's what I mean by getting it for free. All right. So Amazon KDP is not a new thing. It has been existing. I'm even surprised to see the current boom around it, because as far back as 2020, I was already making a book for someone who did not have technical knowledge then, an author who was not into this digital thing. I was helping him upload his books with his account. So you need to ask, can you get this information for free? Yes is the answer to that question. Here on YouTube, there are thousands of videos about Amazon KDP. Anything you need to know about is there are thousands of videos about them, and I'm going to attach some videos, not my videos. I do not have any video about Amazon KDP currently, and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to make one, but just in case you need, I'm going to attach some videos in the video description, so you would not see I'm trying to promote my own course. All right, I'm going to attach videos in the video description and some playlists from other creators that you can watch, and they would really help you to start your KDP journey. Now, what's the reason for this? It's going to help you know what you are about to get into. If it is something you would want to do, if it's something you can dedicate your time into, if it's something you can cope with, the free courses would help you learn and then get a scope of what you want to do. I'm not saying you should not buy courses for anything. The reason, like, what I do is, before I buy courses, I take the free ones to understand what I'm about to do, and then I buy courses to get specific answers. Let's say after learning about KDP, I can buy a course particularly on SEO based on Amazon KDP, just an example. Okay, and I will still check first, is there a free course on that thing? Is after taking the free course on it and it cannot solve my problem, that I would go for a paid course. See, if you keep buying every course you see, like I did before, you would have so many information, but there will be a kind of paralysis around it. You would have the information, but you would not be able to act or do something tangible based on it, because you would know about this, know about that. Okay, it's good to know everything about one thing and not something about everything. Know the difference. It's better you know everything about one thing than knowing something about everything. That's going to make you indecisive. So that's my own personal experience I'm sharing with you. So I'm not saying, like I mentioned before, you should not buy courses. I'm only saying buy the course when it is necessary. Buying courses will help you to get organized learning, and of course you can also get organized learning from free courses. You just have to search well enough. All right, so I'm going to go over to the 3rd question that I would usually ask myself. The 3rd question is this offer too good to be true? Are students getting results? You need to be aware of deceptive advertisements. I mentioned this earlier. I was a victim of deceptive advertisement for other courses. I'm not talking about this course, please. What I mean is, you see results here. I got this, I earned this, like I mentioned at the intro of this video. But then when you get in, you realize that it's not as easy as they are portraying it. These persons who are creating these courses, they've been doing this thing for years, for like 1 year, 6 months, and then they'll tell you can do it in 2 weeks. How possible is that? How practical is that? So you see, you have to ask yourself questions. And about this question of, is this offer too good to be true? You really have to ask and verify to be sure. Okay, so about this KDP, I noticed that many people who are selling the course, they are just affiliate marketers. Do you know what it means to be an affiliate marketer? They are just after, like, each sale they make is the same thing as you making a sale on Amazon KDP. When you make a sale on Amazon KDP, you are happy, you feel fulfilled. Each time they sell a course to you, each time an affiliate marketer sells a course to you, the affiliate marketer has fulfilled his purpose. Like, the purpose of the whole advertisement and posting and testimony is to make a sale, and your purpose of doing Amazon KDP is to sell a book. So they are after making sales, most of them, not everyone, and not really your interest. Now, why do I say so? You will see some persons who are not into writing of books or anything like that, and then they'll start posting things on this. Now, the right way to go about affiliate marketing, starts to say not many persons are doing this that way. The right way to go about affiliate marketing is to sell things, to affiliate for products within your niche. What you've been doing, you look for products within that range, okay, within that area rather. Now, if you are into tech, you affiliate on tech products, and not you being into tech and talking about medical products. Can you really trust a lawyer to give you medical advice when you are sick? Definitely not. Me too, I can't. So let's see. I have some persons on my list whom I knew before now who are into this Amazon KDP thing. They are always posting on their status, showing results and everything, and I decided to charge them up. Take note, these two screenshots here, these two I'm hovering around, they belong to one person, like my chat with one person, and these two are my chats with another person. So I chatted this person here, good evening, please respond when you see my message. I'm curious, are you really making books now on Amazon since you bought the course, or you are just selling the course? She's an affiliate marketer. Take note. The response I got was, I have not started publishing yet. I have only created my account. I don't have the time to publish. The reason she gave me is too private. I cannot share that here. That's why I covered it. Then the bottom line was, she is making sales. You can see there I highlighted it. And then I also asked her, I'm curious, people, is it true that when you get the course without writing knowledge, you can start creating books without being a writer? All you have to do is do some stuff and then you start creating books. And the answer I got was exactly that. Once you follow the video and you follow everything, you will be able to create books and then you start making money. And she has even started seeing progress and testimonies from close friends. But the truth is that I'm going to talk more about this. Let me save it for the fourth question. I'm going to talk more about the method they are using to achieve this. Okay. Now, the second person I asked here, I also asked this person, personally, have you created your own book, or you are just doing the affiliate marketing part? And you can see the answer here. No, I'm just doing the affiliate marketing. Then I asked her, do you prefer the affiliate marketing to creating of books? And she was like, no, not really. I'm still going to go into it, but not now. Why not now? Okay. So the thing is, I also asked her, so these things I'm seeing online, that they are teaching people to translate other people's book and to use AI writers, are they true? Are they not true? Like, I asked her, these things, they are not true, right? And she was like, they are true. It's true. This is someone who has the course, so I'm not making stuff up. If you want these screenshots, if you are not very clear, I don't know how clear it is right now on your screen. If it's not very clear, you can request for this image, and I will find a way to send it over to you, probably through my Telegram channel, so you get to read the charts for yourself. So this is someone who has bought the course. So affiliate marketers are really, most of them, not all, are after making sales and not really the value you are getting from the course. They register as an affiliate and then they make sales. So you have to be careful of whom you are buying a course from. So the last question I would ask myself is, what are the methods being used in this course I am about to buy? Are they legit, or are they some sort of shortcut or cut-throat methods? And this course, the methods, are they sustainable? Is the skill on demand? Well, for the last question, yes, the skill is on demand. Definitely, you would agree with me. That is why you are watching this video right now. But what about the methods being used? Well, unfortunately, after research, there are some elements of black art being used in some of these courses. I'm not mentioning anybody's course. You have to want to do your due diligence research for the specific course you're about to buy. But for some of the courses I have seen, there are some elements of shortcuts and cut-throat means which they are using, and they are getting results. But those results are only temporary, because Amazon has started banning accounts of Nigerians in particular on their platform because of these so-called shortcut methods. That is why I said, is it sustainable? If you are using a shortcut method, you'll soon be discovered, and then your account will be deleted. I can remember sometime around 2020 2021, there was also a popular influencer who created a course for over 45,000. I'm not going to mention the amount. We also thought that when we buy this course, it will be the solution to our problem for good. But after buying the course, within 3 months before we started making money from the course, the platforms, they were showing us to get content from and edit and publish. They banned Nigerians as we speak. Smashwords, Draft to, what's this other platform? Draft to Digital. They've currently banned Nigeria from accessing or using their platform. Alright, so something similar has happened before around 2020 to 2021, where people paid money for a course and they were not able to enjoy the course because short time after the course, because after the boom of the course, everyone will start doing the same thing, and then the platform would notice. You have to understand that. So the truth is that when we keep doing this, Amazon would notice, and then they are going to start banning people's accounts on their platform. As a matter of fact, they have started doing that. Just as this author here, we have this author, Mr. Stanley Umezulike. Take note, this is a public profile. I'm not revealing any personal or private information about this person. This post was published by him on a public platform. Alright, so he makes this post about staff from Amazon messaging him, people on Amazon messaging him that people from our country, they are copying other people's book and they are making small changes and re-uploading them as new books. So this is very, very wrong, and we do not want to give ourselves a bad name in the outside world. So let's not give ourselves a bad reputation in the international or global space. Take note, I'm not saying all the courses from Nigeria are teaching these methods, so you have to be the one to decide or to do some research. If the one you're about to buy, they are teaching this method, or better still, you can start with a free one to determine if at all you want to choose this path. See, we have to understand that there are some Nigerians who have been on this platform and who are making a living out of it. They are honest Nigerians who make a living and survive, and they depend on Amazon to survive. They are authors. They've been writing books on this platform for years. How would you feel if because of you, Amazon stopped Nigerians from using their platform, and then these ones who depend on it to survive legitimately, they lose their means of survival? How would you feel about that? So think about it. Also think about the reputation you are giving to our country. Also note that if you get banned now, if you learn about Amazon later, how to do it the right way, you will not be able to go back to correct yourself because you've been banned for life. So please go through it, go about it the right way. Okay, let's avoid any cutthroat or shortcut method. The truth is that you can never replace the right process. The steps to success are usually one by one step to another. If you try to skip one step, then you end up going back to start all over again. One thing you should always know is that you should not be a pawn in someone else's game. Don't allow yourself to be tossed around to achieve a purpose. Alright, you need to understand what you are doing before you get into it. And then there's one meaning of focus which I really love. Focus, Focus. It stands for follow one course until successful. If you have something you've already been learning before now, I would advise you to go back and perfect yourself at it. If you feel like going into Amazon as that thing you want to learn and be good at, no problem, you can go into it. Just make sure you try to go about this the right way. Okay, because if you go through this shortcut means, it may not be sustainable for you on the long run. Your account may get closed along with the many other accounts that are being closed right now, and then at the end of the day it will be like a wasted investment. So I hope this video was helpful. If you watched down to this point, thank you very much for watching to this final part of the video. You can also consider subscribing to the channel if you're enjoying this content. I'll see you in the next one.